All right, Sens S tier, Leafs F tier. Just kidding. I'll start it like this though. Avalanche. Okay, here we'll go. Champs. Contender. Did I spell contender right? Contendor. How do you spell contender, chat? Playoffs. Fringe. Mid. Bad. And then rebuilding. All right. Contender's right. All right. Avalanche contender. I mean, I think they're really good. Hold on, let me just. This will be good too. I'll bring out the Puckpedia. All right, Avalanche. Let's do a quick deep dive. Okay, first line is disgusting. McKinnon, Nichushkin, Nietzsche, disgusting. Second line, honestly, the rest of the forwards are like kind of yikes. I'm not a huge fan of anyone else. Landeskog being back could be very good for them though. I like Parker Kelly on the fourth. I'm a Parker Kelly fan. I think he's a great fourth line center. Nelson, I don't know. I'm not sold on Nelson. He was good. He was a pretty decent goal scorer on the Islanders, but we'll see. I'm not in love with their forwards. Their first line is disgusting though. Defense, you got Makar. You can see everything, right? Cartez is obviously one of the best D pairs. Manson is really, really good as well. Burns is 40 years old. I'm a huge Burns fan, but he's literally 40 years old. I don't know. I think they're good, but I don't think they're great. I think they're good, but I don't think they're great. I think contender is fine. I think they're in between. I think contender's fine though. I think contender's fine. Chicago is bad. They are rebuilding, but you know, it's not going well. Columbus they were a fringe team last year. Columbus was a fringe team last year. Let's look at their lineup real quick. Let's look up is the music too loud maybe? Turn it down a touch. Okay, alright. Great first line, Monahan, Marchenko, Voronkov is really good. Honestly, a good second line too. I kind of like Columbus. I think I keep them in fringe. I think they stay. I kind of like them. Orensky is one of the best defensemen. You know what? I'm gonna keep them in fringe. I don't think they're better or worse than last year. I was considering moving them down because they kind of overperformed last year and still missed playoffs. The way I see it is they overperformed and they still missed playoffs. But I kind of like them. I think they still miss playoffs. But I'll keep them in fringe. I think that's a good spot for them. St. Louis is another team that's hard to rate. Let's have a look real quick. Okay, great. Their top six is really good. And their bottom six is fine. They got Parayko, Broberg, Fowler. Man, Broberg and Holloway have been so good for them. Honestly, this team's good. It's a good team. I don't know if I want to put them in playoffs or fringe. I think I put them in playoffs, though. I think they're good. Boston is a team that... We'll look at them really quick. We'll look at all the teams real quick, at least. Boston is a team that... I just... I mean, they're not good. They're not good. I don't think they're going to be any better. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is... Yeah. Boston is not good. I would put them... I'm going to put them in... I'm not going to put them in bad, but I will put them in mid. Montreal is definitely at least fringe. I think I'm going to put them in playoffs for now, though. I think they do regress from last year. However, they've improved the team as well, and their younger players are getting better. So I think like they've kind of pushed against the regression that they might have had this year. So I think they probably still push for a playoff spot. We'll revisit though. I think the Canucks are. I want to put them fringe, but I don't. I think they might be mid. I'm not high on the Canucks right now. They got to work out. Pettersson's got to work out. I don't think Hedl is a second line player. I don't believe in this team. I'm going to put them in mid. Unless Demko goes crazy and stays healthy, which is possible. I don't love this team. I like Vancouver, but I think they go in mid. Capitals, I think they have to stay in playoffs. Can't really disrespect them by moving them down to fringe. Devils, I think, are playoffs as well. I mean, we'll touch on them first. Let's touch on Washington. Let's do a quick touch. Won't take long. Might as well touch on each one. Yeah, it's like pretty much the same thing, same team, the exact same top six. I think it's the exact same top. Oh, Beauvillier is there. It's pretty much the same team, so hard to really move them down since they, you know, were one of the top teams. Who else did I rate next? Devils. Okay. New Jersey's a team that a lot of people aren't high on, including myself. I would say that it's hard to really believe in them because they've kind of let down the past couple years by being stuck in the Central. Central's pretty tough, yeah, for sure. Central's got a big top. The top teams of the Central's pretty tough for sure. That's true. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, this team, as we've seen the last 2 years, they're one injury away from like being a bad team in the playoffs, but still in the playoffs. So we got to put them in playoffs. They're one injury away of being a first round exit, though. You know, one injury away from first round. Like last year, they lost Hughes, and that was it for them. So I think this is a good spot for them. I think they do make playoffs, and they could push even harder if they're all healthy too. Ducks are rebuilding. I mean, I think that they might be more ahead of the game than not, but I think you still put them in rebuilding because they are getting better.
Mushroom
More than
Kingdom,
anything else.
here we
Yo,
come.
Hawk, thank you for the first time sub. I appreciate that. Calgary is also rebuilding. I think these two teams are like decent now and they could even push for a playoff spot. But they are rebuilding. They're definitely in the rebuilding. They're in rebuilding mode. They're focused on a rebuild right now. That's for sure. Philly is definitely mid. Philly's mid for sure. But let's revisit those teams really quick. Let's look at their lineups really quick. Ducks, like look at these guys are all young, except for like Kreider, Granlund, Killorn. Like their top forwards. Oh, Seneke's slotted in there. Nice. Yeah, Carlson, McTavish, Seneke, and Terry are all, and Gauthier even too, extremely young. Or Terry's not young. I don't know why I said Terry. But these guys are all really young. I mean, we'll see if they pan out. Lacombe just got a $9 million contract. See if it's worth it. I'm not a Trouba believer. I'm anti-Trouba. I think he's kind of a dirty player. I think this team goes in rebuilding. Calgary is a team that's like trying to rebuild, but they keep like suffering from like winning a lot. They keep winning more than they want to, and they like just can't rebuild because they keep like pushing for a playoff spot when they're not supposed to. But they got good young guys still. They're still getting good young guys at least. So I don't know if I could put them in rebuild, because I know they're trying while they're trying to rebuild. They're still like just winning, and they might make playoffs. I think they are better than Vancouver, although similar. I don't know. Vegas is definitely at least a contender. At least a contender. At least. Yeah, Eichel and Marner together is pretty disgusting. The team is pretty good. They lost Pietrangelo, but honestly, he was getting pretty old. And they still have, you know, Theodore Hanifin. This team is pretty good. I think they stay in contender. Carolina is easily also a contender. And you know what? I'm going to put Calgary back to rebuilding because that's what they're trying to do. If that's their goal, I think that's where they go. Carolina. There it is. Let's look at Carolina. I've predicted Carolina to win the Cup in the past couple of years. And I was wrong, obviously. Are they much better? I'm a huge Ehlers fan. I think Ehlers is extremely good. I think it was a great pickup for them. It was gross against LA tonight? Yeah, I believe it. I didn't see the game, but I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I like this team a lot. Aho's very good. I think their defense is nice. Yeah, I think they stay contender. I don't think we go champs, though. Islanders. Islanders are rebuilding. They have been a fringe team. They're rebuilding now. They're building around Schaefer, and that's a good thing. As soon as they got that pick, they got rid of Dobson. Or I think they tried to sign him, but this team is definitely rebuilding. They're entering a rebuild. They're going to build around Schaefer. They don't really have much else going for them. I mean, the team's old. Like, Barzal, 28's not old, but I think this team is rebuilding. We'll see. If they push to, like, maybe if Drouin works out really well. I don't know. I think they go in rebuilding, and I think that's nice. I think that's a nice spot for them. And I think the future's bright. I think Schaefer's going to be really... Winnipeg is a contender, 100%. They lost Ehlers, but they got Taves. We'll see how Taves works out. That's pretty much the main difference of that team. One of the best teams in the season, always. They choked in playoffs the last few years, but they're playing good teams. I mean, they're not playing Edmonton, but... So I guess you can't say they're playing the best team. But this is a good team. They got to go in contender. Kings. I think Kings got worse for sure. I think they did win last night, or did they lose? They lost to Vegas in a shootout. I'm not a Kings believer. This defense, like, I know Clark is a good up-and-coming defenseman. Doughty's 35. That's not too old. Dumoulin and CC pickups were bad. Edmondson, ugh. I don't know. I don't like this. Byfield's still very young. Kempe is pretty disgusting. Kopitar, it's Kopitar's last year. So they might have some juice from Kopitar's final year. He announced it's going to be his last year. I'll put them in playoffs for Kopi's last year. Seattle is a team that many people are very low on. I kind of agree. Team's kind of buns. Beniers has been bad ever since his rookie year. This team is nothing to be excited about at all. Yeah, this is a bad team. I don't know if I want to put them mid. Maybe I put them mid. Seattle's mid, I think. You think Byfield breaks through this year? Forsberg is, as a Sens fan, Forsberg has, he's sometimes good, but he's the world's most inconsistent goalie. He's had some very bad games, like pretty consistently. Rip Kraken. Kraken are mid. Yeah, Kraken are not good. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to say. They're just not that good. Tampa Bay is definitely a contender. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? This is a great team. This is a great team. They might even be the best team in the East. They're arguably better than these other teams. I'm gonna rank Ottawa now. I'm gonna put them in playoffs. I'm a Sens fan, but I think I don't think they're a contender just yet. I think they can be. I think next year they'll be a contender. This year I think they make strides. I just think it's a really good team. I just don't know if they have what it takes to like win the cup right now. They got a solid. Their top four is extremely good. And then their forwards, I don't know. This is a really deep team. I don't know if I might be biased, but like I don't see any holes on this team. I don't see any holes. Maybe a top line right winger. Yeah, a first line right winger. That's pretty much it. Everything else is super solid. Yeah. Like a first line right winger. If Zetterlund can pan out, then like it depends how good Cousins and Zetterlund can be this year. If they're a contender or not. Like if they both break out, I think they are. I think they actually are contenders. So maybe I'll put them in contender and be hopeful. I do think that they're better than these 5 teams, to be honest. I don't think they're better than these 5 teams though. So it's hard to place them. I'll put them here just to show my bias. Edmonton. Yeah, I mean it's just a good team. It's the same team pretty much. McDavid took 12.5, so they have more cap space. Their defense still sucks for sure. Definitely not the best defense. But they still stay in contender. I don't even know if I put anyone in champs. I don't know if I put anyone. It's hard to say. Florida obviously is also a contender at least. Let's see. They are missing Matt for half of the year. And they're missing Barkov for the whole year. There's a chance if they pick up a few more injuries, there's a chance this team misses playoffs. They might actually just straight up miss playoffs if they get a few more injuries. A few more injuries and this team like misses playoffs. But I have a feeling they'll pick up some, like they'll try to fill the gap if they have injuries. So I'm gonna put them contender still, but I'm not putting them champs. I don't know if I want to put anyone champs. I don't feel that comfortable putting anyone champs right now. I think this year it could be random. Could be random. Penguins are, I mean, I don't know what to say about the Penguins. I'm gonna put them mid because they still have Crosby, so I don't want to put them bad. I don't know. This team is, I feel like, should be better, but it's just not. Yeah, I mean, Crosby 38, Malkin 39, Letang 38, Carlson 35. Like, their stars are all old. Yeah, I mean, like, they gotta go mid. Did I skip Toronto? We're not at Toronto yet. San Jose. Oh, this bottom's not in the right order. Whatever. San Jose, let's see. I like this team. They're definitely rebuilding though. I like them. They're kind of like the Ducks. The Ducks are further along, but I think the Sharks have more young guns. Of course, they still have to work out. Like Celebrini, Smith, Eklund. They got some great young players. I mean, they're rebuilding for sure. Let's do Nashville. Let's see. This team should be better. I know they were horrible last year, but the metrics say that they were snake bitten. The metrics do show that they performed better than the results. And most people would expect them to be better. I think they're fringe. Hot take. I think it's a fringe team. I think they make a push. They do have a tough division. The Central's pretty tough. But yeah, I'm gonna put them. Let's go Toronto. Toronto lost Marner, but they got a little bit more depth everywhere else. I like their decor. I actually do like their decor a lot. I think it's pretty solid. I'm not a Ekman Larson fan. I think he's mostly a dirty player. I like Benoit, Carlo, McCabe, and Tanev a lot. I think it's a solid decor. They're definitely old. Like Tanev's 35. But, you know, I think it's pretty decent. Their forwards is what I don't like. You know, like Michelli, who knows what to expect from them. I don't expect much. They still got their top 4 forwards, Nyes, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander. Otherwise, they don't have much, honestly. Like, there's nothing really to be excited about on this team. Like, I don't think they're better. I think Stolarz is great, and he's on a great contract now too. I will put them in playoffs. I think they make playoffs for sure. I don't think they're a contender. I don't think they have a shot. I don't think they have a shot at the cup. Alright, only a few more teams left. Rangers. I cannot put them in playoffs. I have to put them fringe. Their monumental collapse last year was so bad. It was such a bad collapse. They did make some nice additions though. Gavrikov is really good. They lost Miller though. They got rid of a lot of old vets and in with the new. Laugh should be better. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. This team is... I think fringe is generous. I almost want to move Vancouver up to fringe. I'll put Vancouver up to fringe. Detroit. Oof. Detroit, a lot of people are high on them every year, and I don't know why. This team has not improved in a long time. They picked up Hamonic, who's like... I think he's a great locker room guy, and I think he's actually a good player, but he's just too slow for today's game, I think. Oh, I didn't know they had Bernard Docker. That's interesting. Not cracking the roster, though. Not. They're gonna put Hamonic over Bernard Docker. Interesting. I don't think Hamonic stays as a starter for them. Their forwards are like, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say, other than the team is not better than they were the year before, and the year before they weren't good enough. So I'm gonna put them mid. Gibson's gonna make a difference. I don't know why you would think that. I really don't know why you would think that. I don't know why people would be high on Gibson. Buffalo. I kind of like Buffalo more than Detroit. I think Buffalo is actually better. But they've looked good on paper for a while now. Buffalo's a team that's looked good on paper for a few years, and they just don't do it. Thompson, Tuck, Doan, Norris, Kulik, McLeod, Quinn, Zucker, Benson. Like, this is a pretty nice top 9. This top 9 is really nice. Byram, Dolly, Power, Bryson. Where do I put them? I honestly think they're a fringe team. I think people are a little low on Buffalo. I don't think they make playoffs, but I like them. Dallas is definitely a contender. Okay. I mean, this team's good. Rantanen is such a huge addition for them. I think they really needed that. I think this team was about to fall off. Dallas was ready to just fall off and miss their window. I truly believe they were about to miss their window. The Rantanen pickup completely reopened that window. Huge for them. Without Rantanen, I think their window was about to be closed shut. I really do. So that was a great pickup for them. So otherwise, the team's pretty much the same. The Mammoth. Let's look at the Mammoth. This is the Coyotes. It's funny how, like, I feel like many people would look at this team differently if it was a Coyotes logo instead of the Mammoth logo. But I kind of like it. I'm not against it. I kind of like these players. I think it's a fringe team. I think they're fringe. They're kind of solid overall everywhere. They got a few players that can pop off. Cooley's only 21. That's crazy. And Peterka from Buffalo. I don't know if I think they're still fringe though, to be honest. And Minnesota. This team is pretty disgusting. Kaprizov with 17 million starting next year. Marco, Boldy. Hate Hartman. Hate that guy. Senko. Faber's extremely good. Honestly, I mean, I think they're a playoff team. I don't think contender is realistic to put them in. All right, let's see how many teams we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect, 16 teams. Is there 8 from the East and West? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Those are my playoff teams then. There you go. Who's gonna be the champ though? Let's just organize it East and West. That's tougher to say. That's tougher to say. I'm gonna organize it, put West on one side, East on the other. I only put Chicago in bad. RIP. Sorry, Chicago. Zuccarello? Zuccarello is... Not even listed here. Oh, he's injured. Zuccarello's 38 years old. So he was good. I think he might just be old now, though. 38 is pretty freaking old for a hockey player. Who wins the East out of these 4 teams? Man, I don't know, dude. I mean, if Florida has their players come back, I think it's just them. On the West, it might be Vegas. I don't know if I'm comfortable putting anyone. I don't know who to pick between these 5. Definitely not Winnipeg, though. It's probably Edmonton or Vegas, so another rematch with Florida. I think I just leave it like this. Yeah, I think this is my list. There it is. Just tough to leave, yeah. Hunk status, yeah. What do you guys think? There's my list. Let me know what you think. There you go.